Hi everyone, I am Tara and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel, Spiritual Talk. I'm here today to talk again about the energies because the energies have been coming in hot, heavy, and it's been affecting everyone, okay? Whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. And with some, it's everything. Now, I've been having a lot of anxiety myself, and you all can probably relate to that. Some of us are feeling very social anxiety. You go near people and you're just like, whoa, like you just don't want to be around them. Well, that's because you're feeling all of the different energies and the different frequencies. Now, I touched base the other day briefly on what autism and autistic means to me, because they say it's a behavior and what have you, and kind of anxiety. Well, from observing, as I stated, from observing other people and myself, because I was never diagnosed autistic or what have you, but I've observed people who have, and I've noticed that it's all about, like I said, stop. Okay, it's because they have so much noises, and what have you going on. Like, I've been around a young girl and she's unable to speak. And the reason why that is because her mind can't become calm enough. I've talked to her, and it's you can tell because she tries to get things out. And when you got so much chatter going on, it's like it never comes out, so you can't speak. So it's a matter of, we need to get the mind calmed down. So we need to find a way to help these people, including ourselves, because a lot of us are feeling that right now. Okay. It's a lot of, everything is so intense. And as I explained to other people, it's like, it's almost like you want to run away from yourself, but you can't get far enough. Well, what's happening is you're opening up. Okay, so everything is becoming very sensitive. The Christ energy of light, it's all coming in and it's uploading, it's putting us back, and we're going within and we're bringing our other selves, because every time we think of something, it's like we put something somewhere else. So we need to be in the now. I know some of us, like, we've been looking back at things, but it's to help us, to keep us from doing the same thing over and over again. It's like changing it up. Today, I was actually supposed to go on a plane, not a commercial plane, but a plane that'll go so far up in the air, and I can look down and I can see the land below me. Actually, today we didn't get to go because of weather conditions. So that has been rescheduled. And to me, it's like, okay, we're to be living life. Okay. And life is the experience. We need to experience things other than the same thing over and over again, because you just feel like you feel like a mouse or a rat in a trap, and you just keep going the same way. So we need to find out, like, okay, we're in a maze, so how do we navigate? And each time the energies come in, it's like it makes us want to go back home, but resist that. Okay, like today, I was going on a little road trip with my cat, going and getting him a harness so that I could, like, take him walk around different places with him, because we're going to go on little journeys. So we were going, and then it was like I kept being directed to go back home. It's like, well, no. So I'd start going back home, and then all of a sudden it's like, no. I spun around and I thought, no, I'm going where I was originally going to go. So there's a lot going on up here and here, and it's like we want to be centered, and sometimes we're kind of scrambled. Now with the autism, I met this other young fella, as I said, my son's girlfriend's son, and he was very like telling me to stop. Like there was just so much noise chatter coming at him from everywhere, including different frequencies and what have you. So like I said, what I did, and I have it in the background right now, not sure if you can hear it, but that's fine. It's a frequency that, like, when you get so much mind chatter and you just can't fathom, it's because there's a lot going on, and some of it is just weighing you down. It's like, oh my god, like you feel like hollering and saying shut up yourself. Well, I've done it many a time. It's like, oh my god. So when that happens and you can't think straight and it's just all spinning and spinning, like you're in a room that just won't stop spinning, and you just like remove negative energy from yourself around your space or your home. Okay, because it does work very much. I do it quite a bit. If I can't get outside, even when I can get outside and I'm just in my house or even in my car, I use YouTube and I put on nature sounds, because it kind of, I just want to be in nature a lot of time. And sometimes I'm just not there. This morning and the past few mornings, I've been just not wanting to get out of bed, but I've had so much energy that it's like, holy crap. And like I said, you want to get up, you want to run away. So you move around. We're tired. Some of us are very tired. Well, rest. Okay. Rest when you can. Don't worry about the other people. If they don't understand, that's up to them. Go in a room, lock your door, go out in the woods. Okay. If you can get to the woods or get outside, go be by yourself. Okay. That's why I went for a drive today, because there was just so much coming at me and I was just like overwhelmed and crying. And I was it's like, holy crap, I feel like a big baby right now. But we're not big babies. We're feeling a lot. I know someone had told me that their son has been started experiencing this social anxiety. But like I said, it's all the stuff that's coming in. It's all the energies, and they're all mishy-mashy, what have you. So you feel like you're just, whoa. Sometimes our body gets a weird vibration, and sometimes it don't feel good, but that's because you're in a frequency or vibration that your body's not agreeing with, and it's happening. When you're at home, if you're not able to get outside or anything like that, just turn off your TV, turn off all your electronics, and you will feel like it kind of mellow down some for you. Everyone is different, but right now, the biggest majority of us, we're experiencing the same thing, and we're here to help one another to understand. There's also different things, like our skin is getting shiny. I've explained it that sometimes when I look at my skin, it's like looking at wax and it's shiny. So today I was visiting my dad and I was talking with them about the energies from the solar flash, solar flares, the solar storms, all of what have you is coming in, and how I'm not able to use marijuana anymore because it doesn't agree with my energies, and it's causing a lot of sort of almost a paranoia type thing. It's because your body's saying no, it don't want the THC. I use CBD oil right now. I wasn't using it. The energies have been so intense that I've started using it a little bit. to kind of mellow me down a bit. Like, not so much mellow me down, but kind of get a grip on the anxieties, because sometimes even when I go outside, it's depending on what position you're in, I guess you could say. We're having dreams and what have you. And like I said, we're holding our head. And this young fella, I put the frequencies on and he fell asleep in the car. And then he was like absolutely calm. When we got to the lake, I sat there and I let him wake up on his own. Okay. Because if you can, let them sleep and let them wake up on their own. And until they're awake, don't say anything to them. Okay. We have to give them the time to get their poop together. Like, we need time to get our poop together. And we're kind of like this at each other, because it's like things aren't getting done fast enough. Okay. It's because we need to slow down. We're going and it's like, we're vibrating very fast. Okay. So we need to, it's like, slow down and take time for yourself. This is my part of going out now and saying, okay, I want to take my cat for a drive. We're going to go for a drive. We're going to find a place to go sit in the park. It was really nice to see this little boy calm, because you actually got to see the personality. You got to see him. And when they're awake, because our children are awake, okay, they're born awake, okay, and there's a lot of mental health issues taking place right now because of people waking up, because of the energies and the frequencies. It's like it's driving, it's almost like it would drive you crazy. Okay. But step outside of that and know that you're not crazy. You're far from crazy. You're actually experiencing something. And I swear by the frequencies and getting out in nature. It calms things down. It takes away a lot of the anxiety, because we're put in different scenarios and different spots. It's like we're here to work things out. We're learning and we're waking up and we're realizing truths of ourselves. And like I said, we are having strange dreams, weird dreams, what have you. And you're like, I know some of mine I've been trying to make sense of. And it's like, okay, well, wait a minute. Like, I got to learn to just observe, let it go. Okay. Because it's not the now. Well, we're always in the now, but we need to be in the now moment, and we need to ground ourselves. And I'm working on that again too, because I've kind of got so drink lots of water, eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Try really hard to avoid sugar, artificial stuff, because it can, like, I mean, we think of it as comfort food. Well, it's comfort food. Well, comfort food it's meant to be comfort food because it keeps you kind of down in that vibe, because it's not good for you. But I can't tell anybody what to eat, what not to eat, because I've been eating fried fish sometimes, going in to get it and what have you. But I don't so much. I don't go to McDonald's or anything like that. It's usually like a place where I'm at. I'll go for fish and chips there with someone, and it's freshly caught fish. It's not something they took out of the freezer. I have trout that I buy in packages. It's trout. It still has this skin on the side. It's just frozen, cut in half and frozen. So I eat that. I eat eggs sometimes. I eat Mr. Noodles. People say, well, Mr. Noodles ain't healthy for you. Well, I eat Mr. Noodles for the salt. If you like Himalayan sea salt, the best salt. Like that's the best salt. But we need salt in our body, and we're told, well, it's going to cause this, it's going to cause that. Our body is made of water and salt. So hence, when you go into emergency, they feel you're dehydrated. What do? They put saline salt, salt and water in your body. Okay, because it's electrical. We are electrical. That's why sometimes we feel like, I know sometimes like I've had periods where it was like a freaking transformer went off in my head. It's like, whoa, what the heck? Okay. We're getting through it, and I know we all can get through it. And like I was saying, our skin is becoming different. Okay. It's becoming shiny. Some even say, like I've experienced it where it was like, I'm looking and it's like, do I got glitter on my hand? But there's no glitter because there's no place that I would have got the glitter from. It's you. We are crystals. We are like crystal. Okay. So don't poo-poo it. Have a look. And you'll notice too that some days you're looking, your skin is very soft or you're very shiny. I've actually explained it to sometimes that I look like I'm wax. Okay. And then today, like I said, my dad, he told me that like he was shiny, and he explained it like, yeah, it was like I looked like wax, but he couldn't understand because he doesn't have a tan and he's white as a ghost. So it's okay. You're not greasy, you're not oily. It's the Christ, the light of Christ that's coming in, and it's activating your DNA. So we're going back to our crystalline selves. We're going back to our light bodies. You might feel like you're really light, like it's like okay, so let it come in. Okay, I know it's hard because it's like I have the collective, my mom and other people. They say just like breathe, Tara, breathe. Think of it as like for women, it's like having a baby. For men, like holy crap, I don't know the best way to describe it, but some said releasing kidney stones. Okay, but it's like you get so much anxiety, and you get the anxiety, and when you hold your breath, it makes it worse. So it's just like I've told other people, just breathe. But when you breathe, don't breathe in your lungs. Breathe from your belly. Let your belly push out. Okay? Because you'll feel it. You'll feel what I mean. It took me a bit to do that. Sometimes I breathe in through my lungs, and I find when I breathe through my lungs, I can't get enough air. It's like, wait a minute, something, right? So, yeah, just remember and know that throughout this whole thing, you are going to cry, and you're going to like, we're trying to understand things, and we're looking at people. I know I'm getting angry lately because I'm tired of looking at people being ignorant and treating other people like shit. you need to, I know, like, it's like a hypocrite. You watch a program, okay, say it's Hoarders, okay, you watch that program and you sit there and you throw shame or ridicule or anything on those people because you see it, but you're not looking at yourself. Sometimes we do that because it's like we're mirroring ourselves. It's something that we don't like about ourselves. Like, I get after someone because to clear yourself is to clear your space, because everything does have an energy and you can feel it. Especially when anything you buy, because you buy it at a store. Well, there's so much other stuff there and so many other people that it's just like it gets everywhere. Okay. I'm not saying it's like germs, but it is it's a form of energy. Like germs is a form of a germ. I guess that's the best way that I can explain it. Still trying to sort through things myself. I know what it is that I want to do in life. It's just getting myself there and being able to put myself out there so that I can help others. Because if I'm feeling others' energy right now, then it's not helping the other person, because it can be very intense. So myself, there's times that I just don't want to be around anybody. And then there's times where I feel like, okay, like I want to be around people right now. I want to see how people are. I want to feel people's energy, because energy is a big thing. And the love energy, when you feel love, it's like your whole body just illuminates. It just penetrates everything out. And it's like you got a cork in there, so it's feeling, but when you're able to let that cork go, it's like, it's just like a release. I could explain it as like you gotta pee, and then you release it, and it feels good because you're releasing that pressure, that tension. Okay. I'm going to say this because, like, school is starting back. Okay. I have to say this. Okay. Think of when you have to ask to go use the bathroom. And some teachers won't let you go. They'll say, well, wait until the period's over, wait until class is over. Well, medically speaking, we're not supposed to hold our urine because it's toxic and it can make you sick. So keep in mind of things when your kids are going back to school, because I found out that in Canada, 1 million people have not registered their kids for school this year. Kudos. Okay. And I say that because we should be allowed to homeschool. Who is anyone to tell us what our kids should know? We teach them. We're supposed to teach them. I was talking to my dad the other day, and we were talking about like our parents and our grandparents. A lot of them didn't finish school. Like when my dad went to school, grade 12 was everything. You could go from grade 12 and be a teacher. Now, people can't even afford to have their kids in school, so they're going in debt. And then they're saying, oh, well, no, your kid can't be anything unless you pay this much money more or your kid goes in debt. This is part of the energy. People are waking up. Our kids need to learn life skills, not about friggin' fear. And right now, there's a lot of fear energy going on. People are stepping out of it, so they throw something else. That's why everything's going. It's like banging heads. I have to learn to pick my battles. Some battles are worth picking, and then other battles, it's like you got to walk away. And I got to practice what I preach, because I've been feeling a lot of like it's clawing, because the energies are fighting with each other. It's like, no, you got to be this way. No, you got to be this way. Well, everything has to come to a balance. If you're negative all the time, then go find your people that are negative all the time. Don't expect someone else to have to be negative because you don't feel good about yourself. I've been trying to help someone, and I've been getting frustrated big time, because it's like that little child. I've even, like a lot of us right now, and I was there, it's like you feel like you're privileged. And it's like you get so down, and then you think, well, the world owes me this, the world owes me that. Well, the world don't owe us anything. We owe it to ourselves. Okay? We owe it to ourselves to do the things. And it is very hard, especially when you've been trained and programmed to feel a certain way. It's like you just want to, like, I know, like I said before, there's times when I just want to go boom right in the air. I just want to shoot up. And I know a lot of you feel the same way. Escalando tuskiriata pore, no criata tale, escalando corea. Que amorskele, eco escariana criat, que tutore apale e lo scroto grem. Tu la lo collega era caricato caricare mi di qui. Mi non scone escana aske to corriandria e sala la scalando criata che ne maricani tutto. Häskänä eikä tiettykö että tuolle kale autokuru men putta taperi alla medioskola och eskriata tukishkuni tuksiota keme ema yoskal eno kuri applicate kuri. Okay, I'm not sorry for that, because it's my higher self, and there's more uploads coming in, so when that happens, it's because I'm getting it to put it out there for you all. Okay, because you're looking and you're thinking, well, I don't understand what you just said. Well, did it kind of make you feel good? Did it kind of make you laugh? Did it kind of make you think, right? Okay, it's because it's meant for, it's for you. Your hire you to bring you up, to get understanding. Tareska escole puriama tuski tutuge. Kene andona ana kule apuskle. Me eno kitito elake se on supure. That's another form. And that's just been the past 2 weeks or so. It's becoming more. The energies are coming in, and they do get intense, like I said. Sometimes I kind of fight it. Well, not so much fight it, but it hurts because it becomes so intense. And when you're hurting and you feel like your body is like you're thinking about doing something, but you just don't do it, and your body's going like this. Well, that's your body saying, get up and do it. Don't just talk about it, do it. And I've been feeling that a lot lately. It's like pushing yourself. Your higher self is saying, like, hey, what are you doing? Like, stop just saying that I need to do this. I need to do that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Like I said, I need to practice what I preach. And a lot of what it's not preaching. It's expanding your consciousness to let you know, like, hey, there are different techniques. There are different things. Like, it's the tools. I'm handing you tools. Okay, here's the tools. Don't be afraid to use them. Pick them up. It's trial and error. What doesn't work once doesn't mean it's never going to work again or work at all. It's practice. Getting like, okay, you don't get good at one thing just by trying it once. I mean, if it doesn't resonate with you, well, then it doesn't resonate with you. It's not something for you. Like, I want to be, I want to like help people. Psychology. I want to get into energy work, which I was doing it, but the energies come in so much that it just kind of weighed me down a little bit, but I was still light. Gave me more anxiety. And I'm trying to avoid putting mine on other people. Like, I'm feeling theirs, and when I feel theirs, then mine goes up. Or when mine's up, then people similar to myself, they feel it. And that's what's happening. Our energies are like colliding. I've seen more love lately. Like, yesterday we were in town, and I explained to this person, because they left their lights on in the vehicle, and they were getting irate. Like, they were like calling themselves names and starting to curse and everything like that, and couldn't find no one. Okay. So I told them, like, just stay calm. Like, just go with the flow. Like, we'll find someone. Okay. But that's the anxiety that kicks in. But we escalated ourselves. So when I told him that, he calmed down, and he took the jumper cables, and he stood out in front of the truck, and he held his hand up. He held the jumper cables up in his hand. And when he changes his attitude, we had like 3 or 4, maybe 5 people come up. Like, the first one come up, and he said, like, do you need help with the cab driver? And he was like, well, how much you charge? And it was nothing, free to you. And then 2 or 3 other people come right behind. Do you need a boost? Do you need But when he was getting irate, I couldn't find anyone. Nobody wanted to talk to me. Nobody wanted to help. Okay. So that is something that we need to look at when we're getting anxiety, like, and we're trying to find help. Well, wait a minute. Let me take a breath here and just kind of bring myself back down and let it pass, and then help will come to you. And I need to remember that too. And that's part of the practice, what I preach. I was doing that and kind of fell a bit. But, the same. You fall down, get back up again. When you were a little kid, When you were learning to walk, you fell down, you got back up. You fell down, you got back up until you started running. Okay? Miskana matuskrea, ala eskole kutukria, putukria me tokare arakrio noi, lokorema, kip todo apariam. Numos clavarias, kututus krutukria patkinian dukulinai. Kelele nenegrinai. Sorry. Woo, that feels good. It's like you feel a good vibration in there. It's almost like dizzy. I know sometimes, like I said before in one of my other videos, sometimes your energy gets so good that your whole face tingles and it's like you're just on a, oh yeah, I'm high. But you're not high on any drugs. You're high on the energy. Okay? So let yourself feel good. Know that you can get through this. You need to spend time with yourself when this happens. Sometimes we're pulled to be around other people, but if the energies get too much, just go somewhere by yourself. Okay? Because wise men used to say, or still say, that the best, how was it? Well, you kind of around the words of your best creativity comes when you're by yourself. Okay, I just worded it different, but it is your best work. You figure things out when you're by yourself, and feel through this with your heart. Okay, tell this to shut up for a while. Okay, right? Like it's like, shut up. Hello, I'm looking for you right now. Help me. So I was watching a video and they were saying like we're hearing, like some of us are hearing a voice. Okay, well that's normal. Okay, it's because people are calling out to you. Okay, when you're feeling pressure, it's like you want back off. Okay, like I feel when I hear the voices, it's not necessarily that it feels like it's coming from my ears as it feels like it's coming from my heart. I know that sounds really strange, but I do have like at times when it sounds like I'm talking to myself or I'm answering myself because I have others that speak through me and I have conversations aloud. It's like being on a telephone and you got the volume turned up so you don't have everybody else on mute. It just comes out. Sometimes we need to hear things out loud because it kind of helps you to know, like, okay, but don't think you're crazy because we're not crazy. We're just like getting everything coming in all at the same time. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you at that. Have some lemon water. Okay. Eat plenty of fruit because the fruit is a good sugars. Vegetables, stuff that resonates with you. Like I said, I know that there's times when junk food resonates with you because you say it's comfort food, but that comfort food is just making you sick. It's making us obese because I did it myself. I would drink pop all the time and I'd eat chips. And I don't drink pop anymore. I drink water, tea, and coffee. I had some pineapple juice, and I bought 2 cartons of it, and then another big thing, and it's still there. But no, know that we all can do this. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Neskine moshkala tutukriskara tukipie. Kimino polimina anamanishkala morskara. Teskina tushkala tutukra patakri amerikani. Okay? So I'm sending you all much love, light, many blessings. Most importantly, very good health, because when I want abundance, I'm creating an abundance of love, compassion, understanding. I want abundance of healing on a physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and sexual level for everyone. The healing plants and herbs, many fruit trees and berries, like just an abundance of vegetables, things that are good and healthy for our bodies, for our minds. Sing, play, sit and play with instruments. Even if you can't play it, just tinker. I was with the guitar sometimes, but I want abundance. I want to see everybody with abundance. I want to see people having a roof over their head. Because right now, the bad ones are trying to force us. So it's time to say, hey, okay, stand tall, hard, fast. Stand with love, not ignorance, greed. Don't shame, don't blame. I know I throw stuff out there sometimes, but it's because I'm getting irate seeing people just doing the same patterns and saying, oh, well, I want to, but doing nothing to do it, because yes, change is hard. And waking up, spirituality, it's no cakewalk, because you got to go within. You got to look at yourself, and it can be pretty ugly. And yeah, truth hurts. But we can do it. You can do it. Just know that you can. Okay? Mrieske toshkele no tukuriya tukuribe. Yamato domani mane kringa mutukuri. Bilet alene gane gete kare goto kare gale yashko ekoiske. Kiske tate eskanan. Kitutukuri. Mieskana na sude kare kare koye koye semene ya tushke. Love you all. See you again soon, and take care of yourself. Miskan.